Alright, so I'm going to run through really quickly about how we make a quick and easy GIF animation in Photoshop using some of my outfit photos. You could of course use your own or any kind of images. Okay, so to start out with, we need to have all of the images that we want to have in the animation open in Photoshop. Now you notice that these images are different sizes, but we're going to put them all into one file to make them the same. About 2 or 3 images is probably a good idea. Any more than that and you may confuse people. So we're going to first of all copy this image and put it into a new file, and then we're going to put the other ones in afterwards. So to do that, you go Command or Control A, and it puts these marching ants around the whole of the outside of the photo, and that lets us copy it. So then we can go Edit, Copy. Then we need a new Photoshop file, so we go File, New. You'll notice that it already has the size of the image that we are copying. Go OK. And then Control V or Edit Paste. And that puts it into a new layer there for us. So then we need to bring over these other photos. We do the same thing, Control A, Edit, Copy, over to our new Photoshop file, Control V. And the same thing again here. Alright, so now we've got 3 different photos on 3 different layers in Photoshop. Now when it comes to making our animated GIF, it's really important to notice that there are the 3 different layers because they're going to make up the different frames of our animation. We're also going to add some text to this just to jazz it up a bit. So what I'm going to do is we're going to rename these layers, and we do that by double clicking on the actual where it says layer 1, and then we're going to call this photo 1, and then change the next one. And the next one. Alright, so now we're going to add some text in a new layer on top of all these photos. So we need to go here and select our text tool. Decide where we'd like our text. I'm going to put it about here. Choose a font. I'm going to set my font size to about 72, and then I can go and change it if I want. So I'm not a fan of that font. I'm going to go in and find a new one. I think I'm just going to go with Helvetica. Need to drop the font size down just a little bit. Going to make it bold. And I'm going to change the colour . I like this pink colour down here in my dress. I'm going to move this down so that it stands out a bit more. There we go. Alright, so we've got 4 layers. We've got our text layer and our 3 photo layers. Now, depending on the version of Photoshop that you're in, you might need to do this differently. But you'll notice up here how it says Essentials, Design, Painting, and there's these arrows. If we click here, we can go to Motion. That automatically brings up an animation frame timeline for us. And it's already made a frame for us, and this frame contains all of the layers that are currently visible in our layers panel. Now we only want the first photo to be visible in the first frame, so we toggle these to be invisible. So now all we can see is this first photo. Now we go File. Down here you'll see this little new icon, this new frame icon. Click that and it makes a new frame for us. But remember, we want to turn this one off and we're going to turn photo 2 on. And go through until we've got 3 frames with each 3 of the 3 photos in there. I want a new frame and we're going to add the text. And I'm going to have it on the first photo to be last again. Now you'll notice that the frames here are set to 0 seconds. We want ours to go a bit longer. I'm going to go about 0.5. Alright, so now we'll play it through and we can see what it will look like. Yep, looks good to me. So when we're happy with our animation, all the frames are sorted, we've got the timing, everything right. We need to save it as a GIF file for the web. So we go File, Save for Web and Devices. Make sure that it's selected as GIF, that your looping is forever if you would like it to go round and round. If you just want it to play through once, set it to once. And then we hit enter or return and it'll bring up our Save As dialog box. Give it a name. I'm going to call it the Texican Mexican. And it's notice a .gif, and I'm just going to save that to my desktop. Voila! Now you'll be able to go and open that file, upload it to the web, upload it to your blog, or just have fun with it on your computer. Hope you enjoyed this, guys. See you next time. Bye.